So your credit score is under 620 and you've been told that you'll never ever qualify for a mortgage. So let me be blunt. That's a lie. In fact, I know people with credit scores in the low 500s who are living in homes that they own today. So if you're tired of renting, you're sick of throwing money away every month, and you're feeling like home ownership is out of reach, well, I'm here to show you otherwise. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how people are qualifying for home loans in 2025, even with bad credit. So we're talking real FHA rules, lender workarounds, income strategies, and a few clever moves that you can make right now to turn denied into approved. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what steps you need to take, even if your score is in the 500s. If you want to become a homeowner faster than you ever thought possible, watch this entire video, because bad credit isn't permanent, but regret over missing your chance to buy, well, that can last a lifetime. So first off, let's clear something up right now. You do not, and I repeat, not need a 700 credit score to buy a home. That is outdated thinking. In 2025, FHA loans are still one of the best options for buyers with bad credit, and they only require a 580 score with a 3.5% down payment. Now, if your score is between 500 and 579, you can still qualify, but you just need to put 10% down. Now, does that mean every lender out there will approve you at 580? Nope. And that's where people get confused. See, some lenders have overlays. Those are internal rules that are stricter than the government minimums. So if one lender tells you, nope, don't give up, it doesn't mean you're disqualified. It just means you need to find a lender that follows FHA's true guidelines. And that is the first key to buying a house with bad credit. Shopping for the right lender is just as important as your credit score. Now, if your credit is less than perfect, lenders are going to look at the full picture, not just your score. Now, this includes your debt to income ratio, known as DTI, your employment history, and how much skin you've got in the game. Now, here's where you get strategic. If your credit score is low, but you do have stable income, low monthly debts, and a little saved up, well, you can still win approval. That's called having compensating factors, and lenders love those. Even better, some down payment assistance programs in 2025 are now open to people with lower credit. So don't assume that you need $20,000 saved up, because there are grants and forgivable second mortgages that can really help you cover your down payment or your closing costs. What they're looking for is simple. Can you afford the mortgage without struggling? Can you prove you're financially stable now, even if your past shows a few missteps? Now, if the answer is yes, you're more qualified than you may think. So, my credit warriors, just before we take a deeper dive, it's imperative you hit that like button and subscribe so that you get notified the minute we produce another game-changing video that helps your credit situation. And I promise it will help and you will appreciate it. So buckle up and let's plunge a bit deeper. So now let's talk options, because when you have bad credit, choosing the right loan is everything. Now, FHA is the gold standard, but what most people don't realize is FHA lenders compete for your business. That means some will accept lower scores, higher debt to income ratios, or creative income situations, while others simply won't. And that's why working with a mortgage broker or shopping multiple lenders is absolute key. Now, another option, USDA loans, which offer 0% down in eligible rural areas. Now, some lenders will approve with scores as low as 580, especially if you've got steady income and low monthly obligations. Also, don't forget VA loans for eligible veterans and active duty military. Well, they're also extremely flexible, even with bad credit. There's no minimum credit score requirement set by the VA, so it's entirely up to the lender. And then, even further, there are something called non-QM loans. QM standing for non-qualified mortgage products. Now, these are for buyers with unique income or recent credit events, say like bankruptcy. Now, you'll likely pay a higher interest rate, but they can be a bridge to ownership when traditional routes don't work. Bottom line, well, there's more than one way to get a home. You just need to know the right doors to knock on. Now, here's where most people sabotage their chances. They apply without preparing. So before you send your file to a lender, just take 30 days to clean it up. Dispute old collections, pay down credit card balances. Also get added as an authorized user to a clean, low utilization account. In other words, fix what you can before you let a lender pull your credit. See, even a 20-point increase can move you into a better tier or reduce your required down payment. Also, make sure your credit report shows the correct employer, the correct address, and clean identity information, because mistakes here can delay your pre-approval or worse, cause you to be declined for reasons that have nothing to do with your finances. So prepping your credit report is like dressing up for a job interview. Show the best version of yourself because it matters. Understand that buying a house with bad credit isn't just about documents and numbers. It's about working with the right people who believe in second chances. So find a mortgage broker who understands credit rebuilding. Find a realtor who doesn't treat you like a risky buyer. And make sure your loan officer takes the time to explain everything in plain English, because when you're informed, you're empowered. And also, make sure your team knows what you've done to improve. If you've been paying down debt, you've been building savings, or you've been fixing your credit, show them the proof. Lenders want to approve people who take ownership, and you can absolutely be one of them. So can you buy a house with bad credit? Yes. And now you know how. You don't need perfect credit. You just need the right lender, the right loan program, and the right strategy. FHA, USDA, VA, non-QM, these are doors that are open to you in 2025 that didn't even exist a few years ago. So don't let your score define your future. Get prepared, build your profile, and when you're ready, make your move. And drop a comment below and let me know your current score and whether you've been told no before. So I'd love to respond with advice, lenders, or tips that fit your situation. And like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a financial breakthrough that could change your financial life. So go out there and have a fantastic day and go out and get what's yours.